Budgets are the bane of department heads, business owners, even families all over the world, but they are essential for setting financial goals and tracking progress. There are many methods used in budgeting. Two more complex methods are zero-based budgeting and rolling budgets. Now, what if we were asked to create a budget template in Excel that could accommodate all budgeting methods, including zero-based and rolling? How long would it take us? With Lambda, we can speed delivery and reduce errors by assembling our budget workbook from components rather than writing formulas from scratch. Let's see how. Zero-based budgeting requires budgeting for specific expenses within each account. Rolling budgets require knowing when each expense starts, ends, and, if applicable, repeats. With this information, we can then change our budget start date to see how much budget we need for all planned expenditures for any 12-month period. To combine zero-based and rolling budgets, users must enter the account, all items for that account, each item's expected cost, how often they repeat, when they start, and if known, when they end. With those entries, we can calculate a schedule for each expense by day. We can then summarize each item by accounting period. To facilitate journal entries, we must summarize that data by account. To manage our budget, we must import actual expenditures by date. We can then summarize those actual expenditures by account and period. Subtracting actual expenditures from budgeted expenditures yields budget balances. From these three data sets, budgeted expenditures, actual expenditures, and budget balances, we can create a budget summary report. For a report that lists each item, we can pull data from the item summary instead of the account summary. Now that we have a plan, let's build our model. We start with a template. This is its table of contents. The next sheet holds data validation tables. Imported data from our financial system goes here. This sheet is where users make budget item entries. This tab is for scheduling budget items. This is for summarizing budget item entries by reporting period. Here is where we summarize budgets by accounts. This is for summarizing actual expenditures by account and reporting period. This sheet is where we will calculate balances by subtracting actuals from budgets. And here is where we will create a summary report. And finally, our detail report will go here. 5G modeling is assembling models from pre-built, pre-tested components, rather than creating models from individual formulas. So, to assemble this model, we need to get some components. 5G components are known as CBSE compliant lambdas, and we can use that term to Google them. Here are several Lambda libraries stored in a GitHub gist. The libraries we need deal with dates for rolling schedules, and reports for grouping amounts by account, item, and reporting period. To import these Lambda libraries into our Excel model, we use Microsoft's free Advanced Formula Environment add-in. To get the add-in, we use Excel's Insert Ribbon tab and click Get Add-ins. Search for Excel Labs. Click Add, then Continue. From Excel's Home tab, click the Excel Labs icon. Click Open. Click Modules. Excel refers to Lambda libraries as modules. Click Download from Cloud icon. Find the report library. Click it. Copy the report library's URL. Paste the URL into GitHub Gist URL box and check Add Formulas to New Module. Provide a short code for the module's name, then click Import. Click Download again, find the date library, click it, copy the date library's URL, paste the URL, check Add Formulas to New Module, add a prefix, and check Import. We now have the components we need. Let's start assembling. We add a timeline component that starts on our model's start date and extends 1 year by day. We then name the timeline Dates. Next, we add a component that determines if the timeline date is a date that a budget item starts on, ends on, or repeats on. We then multiply this result by the budget item's amount. We name this array Item Schedule. We add one more component to total each row so we know how much each item will cost us in the next 12 months. We then add the totals to know the entire budget's total. Lastly, we bring the budget item accounts and descriptions to label each row. In less than a minute, we have scheduled and totaled every budget item for an entire year. Like the previous section, we add a timeline component that starts on our model's start date and extends 1 year, but this time by reporting interval. We add a second timeline component that provides period end dates. We name those two timelines period starts and period ends. The next component totals our previous section by reporting period. We name this array Item Summary. As in the previous section, we add a component to total each row. We can add another component to total each period's column. We then total this, which we can use to verify this array has properly summarized the previous section's array by period. And like the previous section, we bring the budget item accounts and descriptions to label each row. In less than a minute, we have summarized entries by day into entries by period. Once again, we start with a timeline, but this component formats the timeline for reporting. We name this timeline periods. Our next component summarizes by account. We name this new array Budget Summary. And as before, we use our Sum by Rows component and our Sum by Columns component. For our labels, we bring in our accounts and account descriptions. After we create our budget, to manage it, we need to know how much we have spent against it. We start by importing actual expenditures from accounts payable. We then transform the column data into rows with a timeline. To accomplish this, we add our periods component and a component to transform, group, and summarize our imports. We name the new array Actuals Summary, and once again add components to total rows and total columns. Lastly, we add our labels. Part of managing a budget is knowing if we have overspent or if we have savings at our disposal. So we must combine budgeted and actuals to create a budget balances view. To achieve that, we subtract from our budget our actuals. We name this array Balances Summary. And as always, we add our Sum Rows component and our Sum Columns component. Then we bring in our labels. All the calculations are done. All that is left is to place the calculations in proper order. We do this with a single lambda, pulling from our budget accounts and their descriptions, our budget summary, our actual summary, and our balances summary. Add a few labels, and we are done. One lambda component in one cell. Like our summary report, the detail report relies on calculations that have already been performed. The component merely places related items from each dataset in a report format. From our chart of accounts, it pulls accounts and account descriptions. It matches accounts to our budget items inputs and pulls item descriptions. It pulls budget item amounts from our item summary, budget account totals from our budget summary, actual expenditures from our actual summary, and balances from our balance summary. One component in one cell creates a detailed report spanning pages and pages.